Philadelphia, the birthplace of American independence, rich in culture, art, and history. A city full of life. A city full of hope. But only a few miles away from its famous landmarks, another Philadelphia exists. A hidden world where sidewalks become bedrooms, abandoned lots become home, and addiction becomes a daily battle for survival. Every day, thousands live on the edge, trapped between homelessness, trauma, and the relentless grip of drugs. Their stories rarely make headlines. Their struggles are often ignored. Yet they walk these streets, nameless, invisible, surviving one day at a time. Today, we explore the Philadelphia most people try not to see. A city where humanity is tested, hope is fragile, and life hangs in the balance. This is Life on the Edge. Philadelphia was once a powerhouse of American industry. Factories hummed with life. Neighborhoods thrived. Families built stable futures. But when manufacturing collapsed, so did everything else. Jobs disappeared. Poverty spread. Entire neighborhoods were left behind. Those who could leave, left. Those who couldn't, were trapped in a crumbling system with fewer opportunities each year. This economic collapse created fertile ground for homelessness and addiction. Not because people were weak, but because everything around them was falling apart. Broken homes. Underfunded schools. Medical bills that families couldn't afford. A mental health system stretched thin long before the crisis even began. Philadelphia didn't fall overnight. It eroded, slowly, quietly, painfully. And today's crisis is the result of decades of neglect. Walk through Kensington, Fairhill, or parts of Center City, and you'll see a truth most prefer to ignore. Tents under bridges. Shopping carts filled with everything someone owns. People curled up on cardboard for warmth. Mothers with children waiting outside shelters. Elderly men digging through trash cans because hunger doesn't care about age. Some sleep with one eye open, afraid of violence or theft. Some haven't slept in days, their minds twisted by addiction and fear. Others wander aimlessly, searching for their next dose, not for pleasure, but to stop the pain of withdrawal. It's a world where survival becomes a full-time job. Every day is a battle. Where to sleep, where to find food, where to stay safe, where to escape the cold, and for many, where to find the drugs their bodies have become dependent on. This is not a movie. This is not a distant tragedy. This is America, today. Most people don't wake up one morning and decide to become addicted. For many, addiction starts with pain, physical or emotional. A teenager injured in a school sport and prescribed painkillers. A father who lost his job and drowned his stress in pills. A mother escaping domestic abuse, using drugs to numb the trauma. A veteran returning home with untreated PTSD. At first, the pills help. Then the body adapts. The mind changes. And the addiction arrives quietly, like a whisper. But when doctors stop prescribing, illegal opioids take their place. Heroin becomes cheaper. Fentanyl becomes easier to find. And suddenly, a life is spiraling out of control. Addiction is not a choice. It is a chain reaction, fueled by trauma, poverty, and a healthcare system that is often too expensive to access. In Philadelphia, this chain reaction has consumed thousands. Homelessness is not just the loss of a home, it's the loss of safety, stability, and dignity. Once a person ends up on the streets, climbing back becomes nearly impossible. No address means no job applications. No ID means no access to benefits. No shower means no job interviews. No money means no transportation. Everything that people take for granted becomes a barrier. And for those battling addiction, the obstacles multiply. Withdrawal symptoms can feel like dying. Shelters may not accept people under the influence. Recovery centers often have long waiting lists. So many remain trapped, not because they want to stay, but because escape requires resources they don't have. Homelessness doesn't just take away shelter. It steals a person's identity, dignity, and hope. Life on the streets intensifies addiction. Some inject under bridges. Some use behind abandoned buildings. Some collapse on sidewalks in broad daylight. Drugs provide a temporary escape, a way to forget the cold, the hunger, the trauma, the loneliness. But each high brings consequences: open wounds, overdoses, violence, mental breakdowns, exhaustion. Outreach workers often describe it as watching a candle melt from both ends, burning fast, burning painfully, and burning until nothing is left. People in this cycle are not criminals. They are human beings overwhelmed by circumstances beyond their control. Behind most addiction is untreated mental illness. Depression, anxiety, schizophrenia, bipolar disorder, childhood trauma, abuse, neglect. Without access to therapy or medication, many turn to drugs as a form of self-treatment. It's not the right solution. But for someone who can't afford help, drugs become the only escape they know. Philadelphia's mental health system is overwhelmed. Counselors are overbooked. Hospitals are full. Programs are underfunded. The result? People fall through the cracks and end up on the streets. Addiction is not just chemical. It is emotional, psychological, and deeply human. Every day on the streets requires choices, none of them fair. Where to find warmth in the winter? Where to find shade in the summer? Where to wash? Where to hide belongings? Who to trust? Who to avoid? For women, the streets are even more dangerous. Many experience harassment. Some rely on unsafe partnerships for protection. Some trade their safety, their dignity, or their bodies just to survive one more day. Children experiencing homelessness, though fewer, face lifelong consequences, developmental delays, emotional scars, and trauma that shape their futures. Philadelphia's homeless population is not just adults. It is families. It is teenagers. It is elderly people with nowhere to go. Homelessness is a crisis that spans every age, every background, every story. Philadelphia tries to help, but the scale of the crisis is enormous. Shelters reach capacity. Rehab centers turn people away. Hospitals discharge patients back onto the streets. Police clear encampments without offering long-term solutions. Non-profit groups do what they can, distributing food, offering clothing, providing wound care, connecting people to services. But the demand is far greater than the supply. This is not a problem one city can solve alone. This is a national emergency, decades in the making. Every person on the streets has a story. A man who lost his family because of addiction but still keeps a photo of his daughter in his pocket. A young woman who aged 10 years in just 2 years because of fentanyl. A veteran sleeping under a bridge because the system he served failed him when he needed help the most. A mother searching for her missing son, fearing he's somewhere in Kensington, lost in the grip of drugs. These are not statistics. They are human lives, each with memories, regrets, hopes, and pain. Listening to their stories forces us to confront a difficult truth. Homelessness and addiction are not their problem, they are our problem as a society. Yet, amidst the suffering, there are glimmers of hope. A volunteer handing out blankets on freezing nights. A nurse cleaning wounds for someone who hasn't seen a doctor in months. A community kitchen serving hot meals to those who have nothing. A counselor helping someone take the first step toward recovery. A former addict returning to encourage others not to give up. Change doesn't come in giant waves, it comes in small, steady acts of compassion. Not everyone makes it out, but some do. And each one who escapes is proof that hope, though fragile, is still alive. Homelessness and addiction in Philadelphia are not isolated issues. They reflect larger problems across the United States: unaffordable housing, underfunded mental health care, widespread opioid addiction, economic inequality, generational trauma, a broken healthcare system. Philadelphia is a warning, a glimpse into the consequences of ignoring these issues for too long. But it is also a reminder that real solutions require more than policing or temporary shelters. They require compassion, long-term investment, and the willingness to treat everyone as human.